Nigel Farage, he is a brash, loud, charismatic snake oil salesman. A sort of lifelong member of the establishment who's somehow managed to sort of convince millions of people that he's somehow on their side, on working class side. Every drawing I start with him in it is just him coming in disrupting the picture, basically. At any point he could just sort of come into the room with just like a loud noise and take over the room. So he's not a character, really. I'm Morten Morland. I am the political cartoonist for The Times and The Sunday Times. Let's take a look at some of my cartoons of Nigel Farage. So in the 2024 election, Nigel Farage, after much denying that he was going to stand, said he would do anyway.
I'll be launching my candidacy at midday tomorrow in the Essex seaside town of Clapton.
This turned everything on its head because the other party leaders, for some reason, are terrified of Nigel Farage and what he's going to say, so they all kind of march to his tune, basically. This cartoon is from around election time. It's a bit of a cliche, but it sort of works for Nigel Farage because instead of the flute I can give him a dog whistle. And in the notes you can see that they spell out immigration, which is pretty much his single issue that he campaigns on. And then you have all the other party leaders and senior politicians just instantly turning heads and following him, which seems to be the way it goes every time. 2016, the first term of the Trump government, Nigel Farage clearly found a sort of kindred spirit in Trump. The right kind of populist, bombastic politician, the same as him, around the time of Brexit. He clung on to Trump for his success. I think he liked being sort of looked at as, Britain's Trump. He paints himself as sort of Mr. Brexit and the big patriot and everything about, it's about Britain all the way. And yet anything to do with Trump, and then all of a sudden Trump is right, America is right. So it's a really peculiar way to be patriotic. And he literally piggybacks on Trump's success in this cartoon. And I think it sort of is the way he's been operating in the last few years as well, just sort of constantly going back and forth to America, grifting, being on American TV, raising his own profile, looking like he's sort of a Britain's man in America, talking about himself as could be the ambassador, like he's got some special insight. His focus and his head is not in Clacton, it's over in America, it's over by Trump's side. The beauty of drawing populist politicians like Nigel Farage is that they tend to take themselves quite seriously. And so they are quite likely to take offence. You get a response, and that's rather nice.